Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. Yard line. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chuck, 180. Check 52's the mark. All day, punk.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10, 50-yard line. Man left. Alert. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike forward. Mike.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
on the double. 53, check 53. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
Ready, break.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Showing it, showing it. Snap.
This is Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A toss to Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. Alert. Ran, go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Ran, go. Hey, I 7. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin with Henry. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Henry on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down, here's Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
To number 15. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Detroit.
Protein spill.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. 80 weapon.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lock in, lock in. Alert, 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 alert.
Back.
Hey, 18.
Trubisky will throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. picked off around the 41. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Ready, ready.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Jones throwing on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
61, matchbox right.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Alert, 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 alert. Check. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Rap.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Throwing Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They go play action. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Extra point try by Bailey. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just...
Bye-bye, Beasley. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. Now Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Lock in, lock in. Spud.
Here we go, let's bring it.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, that's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, alert. Ran, Tom.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
64,
Here's Jones on first down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Ready up.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You don't want this.
Topper.
On first and 10, Jones. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 15. General West.
Henry running right.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 18 Gator. Christian, Travis. Hey, Zoo. Now.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, and the catch made by Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to find Diggs. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st down, Trubisky. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
From the 27, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Corey Liggett makes the stop. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Twisting away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, ball.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And this is Cook with a grab. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Cut. Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end. Blue. Everyone got 4.
Here's Trubisky. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to. They run again on first down. Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On the ground, it's Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain.
Alert! Alert! Hey, Delta.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Switch.
Red, go.
Running for it, here's Cook. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.